live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's Sandy Check back at you again. I am Ken. This is Skillet Sauce.
Howdy.
And it's actually above freezing for the first time in, I think, about a month now or some shit.
Which is causing tornadoes all over the fucking country. Georgia just got messed up.
Again?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Are they the
because
ones that had that F-16 like last year or the year before?
I'm not sure, but I just know I just saw on the way over here. I was checking my phone, and yeah, they were saying like some storm belt hit because of this warm and cold air combining. It was something terrible that I saw. I really didn't get a chance to check it out, but it was like there was some deaths. Put it that way, there were some deaths.
Well, basically by now we're all used to this type of crazy shit.
Who's that over there with those Hello Kitty headphones on?
That is the Amazing Eight, engineer extraordinaire. And Eight is secure in his manhood to be wearing the Hello Kitty headphones.
I'm pretty sure somebody.
You don't try to attract like little children with those things, do you? Eight?
You don't walk around with no candy?
Okay. That was two no's in case you didn't hear. So it is January 30th, 1 month down, 11 to go, or maybe 4 or 5 to go, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
I personally haven't seen a story like this in a bit of a while. For back maybe about 10 or so years ago, including my cohort here, Skillet Sauce, the internet dating was, one of the most horrible, dangerous things you can possibly do. You weren't in danger. You just thought it was disgraceful.
I just thought there was something. It was like a stigma to it. Because I saw it as something that I'd imagine some like fat, smelly dude that had bad body odor or whatever sitting around. I thought it was like a last resort type thing. I didn't realize it could be what it turned out to be. But
that was the chuckle of evil. In case anybody didn't pay attention to that. But yeah, for women, and even to this day, women are leery about doing internet dating because there's weirdos and freaks and all types of shit out there because these people apparently exist only in the computers. They don't live in the real world where you can meet them at a library, a store, a movie theater, or anywhere. But anyway, Match.com, which is...
Now, have you ever... done anything on Match.com? Because I've never done anything on on an official dating, but I do know two people that were married because of Match.com.
Oh yeah, well, I've told everyone for years, the internet has been good to me.
Betty good to you?
Betty good to me. I've gotten 2 girlfriends, handful of friends, bed buddies, one night stands, a threesome. Yay for me. And I have not been raped. So, everything is cool so far. But apparently for this woman, things didn't go too well. And
that's an understatement.
A woman sues Match.com for $10 million after getting matched with a murder suspect who brutally attacked her. Online dating service says Las Vegas woman had no legal basis for her lawsuit, $10 million, after she was matched with a man who hid in her garage and brutally attacked her. Mary Kay Beckman filed a suit, and she said she'd known Wade Riley only 8 days when she broke up with him in September of 2010.
So then obviously the match didn't stick.
Right.
So
Now
probably a lot about his stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Good music too.
4 months later, he stabbed her 10 times.
8 to the body and 2 to the head.
Correct. There were 10 stab wounds, 8 to the physical body and 2 to my head. And when the knife broke, he was stomping on my head.
God damn.
If anyone of you anybody Seinfeld fan out there, you should know there's a proper way to break up with someone and not to break up with someone. And apparently she took the improper way. According to the courthouse, Beckman had undergone surgeries to prepare her jaw, preserve her eyesight, and remove part of her skull and replace it with a synthetic component.
God damn. So he basically stomped her head in.
Yeah. Ridley later was charged with murdering a woman in Phoenix.
Wait a second. So the knife broke.
The knife broke.
Now, did it do? Because I've seen it in the movies where they stabbed. Like, actually, it was the Chronicles of Riddick where he stabbed the dude in the top of the head and then broke the damn hilt and left the blade. And was it some shit like that?
Well, I'm guessing if that were the case, then he wouldn't have felt like, he needed. I'm guessing if that was an intentional act, he would have been satisfied with that. But
you think he would have been satisfied? I mean, obviously, this dude was.
I think that he wanted to stab her more. And when the knife broke,
it sent him into a further rage.
Right, and he put the boots to her, as is commonly known in the streets.
Yeah. Oh man.
Beckman's lawyer says Match.com is absolutely not safe. Right. Okay. The basis of the lawsuit is the advertising that is utilized by Match.com, lulling women and men into a false sense of security. Match.com said in a statement Monday that Beckman's experience was horrible, but the lawsuit is absurd. I agree. It said Beckman was a victim of a sick, twisted man with no known criminal record. So, now, if this dude had a criminal record, if they met on the first date and he chewed her nose off or some crazy shit like that, then yeah, I could see where she'd have a beef against Match.com. But yeah, and 4 months later, you went on, you broke up with him 8 days after you started, after you went out with him, and then 4 months later, who knows what could have happened to this dude? He could have been raped several times himself.
You never know.
I mean,
he could be on them bath salts.
Could have got a hold of the proverbial bath salts.
Who knows what could have happened? I mean, I just think for them to attach it back to it would be too easy for somebody to obviously falsify their bios. And like you said, if it was the first date,
right,
and the guy came, he was completely disingenuous. He was like, said I was 5'6" or whatever, and it's a totally different person, totally different personality, and he beats all hell out of her. Then I could see her holding, saying, "Wait a second, this is not what was advertised." But after 8, dates.
Yeah,
which I'm pretty sure span longer than a minute. I mean, longer than an hour. I assume, like at least an average date. You want to sit down and converse or what have you. So I can't see how I can go back to Match.com. Now I could definitely see how someone could feel that it's unsafe, though. I mean, because especially I think back when we first learned about it, I'm not sure how technical savvy people were,
right?
Computer savvy people were in order to do the things that they can do today. Sure. How easy it would be to falsify stuff and create fake profiles and everything, because back then it was all on dial-up. So I mean, you really didn't have time for a lot of bullshit and stuff like that back in the days, because you had to wait so long. That was 28 kilobytes, remember? Just to get 54.
But still, I remember when I was talking to this chick online for months before I ever even met her, and she didn't want to meet up with me, but not because of me, but that's just her thing, because she had an experience where she was talking to some guy who said he looked like damn it, the boxer, dreads, brown skin.
Lennox Lewis?
No.
Livingston Bramble?
No.
He's a boxer.
He's a boxer.
He has dreads.
He had dreads, yeah.
What weight division?
Heavyweight. He's a heavyweight.
And it wasn't Lennox Lewis?
No.
Oh, Shannon Briggs.
Shannon Briggs. Thank you. He looked like Shannon Briggs. That's what he was telling him. Oh yeah, people say I look like Shannon Briggs. The guy dreads and
when he came back, he was looking like the Predator and shit, huh?
He looked like fucking
Gargamel.
Basically,
just
dude had a limp. He was walking with a cane.
Oh goddamn!
He was like fucking about 100 pounds less than he said that he was. Nothing bad happened to her, but she was like, she was like, come on. She was like, really?
Because of that, yeah.
So, and this is before all the technology. Some people, it's just that's just the world we live in.
People are just going to pervert and make anything like this. I mean, because I could even see this happening. I've never been to one of those like speed dating things where you sit there and But if a person wants to create an image of him or herself, and they put enough dedication to it, they can fool anybody. I mean,
all the stories of people, married to one woman in this town and having another wife and family in another town, they didn't need the internet to do that shit.
So I mean, I don't think like I said, after 8 dates, I don't think she can connect it back to Match.com.
8. Have you ever partaken of internet dating?
Or like it just bagged somebody off the internet?
I guess as you put it out, I have bagged someone.
yeah. Would that be tea bags or something?
Have you?
Well,
yeah.
You're very interested to know about tea bags. We spoke about this earlier.
I drink tea, but I don't know nothing about no tea bags. You know about tea bags.
So you drink tea, but you don't know about tea bags.
I drink loose tea. Loose tea.
So you like your tea to be loose.
That's right. Loose tea. That's right. Loose tea. And you like big tea.
But we also discovered that you enjoy your dessert after you work hard for it. You want it at the end, correct?
Yeah, I want my dessert at the end. That's right. I want my dessert at the end. That's right. That's right. Answer the fucking question, man. So have you ever picked up some, you know?
Yeah, plenty of times.
Black Planet.
No, you know what? I'm not really big on dating sites, though.
So where'd you find these women?
Like chat rooms or like back in the days of chat rooms?
Not really. Not really. I think mine has been more just, the regular forums, like someone hit me up on whether it was MySpace, Facebook, Twitter.
And it was a forum. That actually happened because I remember I used to play. I don't know, like you ever played online poker? Remember with Yahoo Games back in the days? So they had chess and poker, and I remember you could talk shit to somebody while you playing poker, and I bagged somebody like that.
Myriad of ways, ladies and gentlemen.
How was the dessert?
Shut up, man. But we talking about in the '90s and shit. So
yeah. Well, too bad for her. Unfortunately, bad things happen, and she's trying to, two wrongs don't make a right, miss. Two wrongs do not make a right.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. But like I said, I know somebody that, two people, that married, 2 kids, everything. What's her face? Photographer.
Oh,
Richie, yeah.
Right. Oh, she met him online?
Yeah. She went on. She said, she was like 3 or 4 candidates. She met each one of the dudes, and she's like, well, for whatever reason, I picked this cat. And then they started dating, boom, 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 and he pretty much was, as advertised. And they just clicked, and 2 kids later.
I think it's great.
I think it's certainly convenient, and it's cost efficient.
No doubt.
It's cost effective, rather. You don't have to sit around at a bar getting some bovine drunk all night and hope that you score.
And for all you women out there, like, oh, y'all just cheap. Why don't you start forking up some fucking money when you go out on dates and see how you like it? Anyway, on that pleasant note, we'll be back in a couple of minutes after this break.